Second thing is, but I will keep on telling you what are the part of your business blueprint. Your business blueprint is nothing but whatever currently they are doing it, that you will be mapping it in SAP. First thing. Second thing is you'll use all SAP terms. The third one is the gaps whatever you have between your existing system and to the new system, that also we will address. Okay. Giving a blueprint document means I need to prepare it for you, honestly. But that is not honestly part of the training, and it's an additional effort. And second thing is I cannot share the business blueprint of any of the customers. That is again for the reason it is a violation. Okay, if I have to prepare for you, but I have to see that estimate how much time it will come, and if I can make it, I will send it. But honestly, I'm not promising anything. Go ahead.
That's fine. I understand this. What you're talking about, Miss. We cannot share the information that is there because this is actually breach of certain kind
agreement. It's a breach of agreement, and it doesn't look nice. It is against the ethics.
But yeah, definitely. And that will, Miss, as far as the blueprinting is concerned, we can always discuss.
That I'll let you know. That I will let you know. Can you give me a second, please? Hello. Yes, sir. BDS. No, my son is not interested in BDS. Thank you. No, he's going for long term. Thank you. Sorry for that.
No problem.
Okay. Any other doubt that you have? Any other questions that you would like to know? And it's good that you have asked, Abhishek, because setting expectation is very important. Otherwise, you think something different, I am thinking something different. But config document and business blueprint, these are not part of any of the training. But the PowerPoint presentation and wherever the config is possible and running at possible transactions and just referring to relevant OSS notes, providing you the list of T codes, and these things will be, they can be expected as a part of training. I want to be honest from the beginning. I've been telling it to my students. I want to be honest. Let's not go with a different expectation. Okay, and go ahead.
What training material would we be referring to? Is it a SAP standard training material that we have? Or?
No, we are not. See, there is a separate slide that we prepared exclusively for training. We will have some PowerPoint presentation that will show you how it looks like. So this is a typical PowerPoint presentation. While certain things would be shown on, on the system also. What you have to do, where you do, why will you do, those things we will take care. Okay. So these are all from credit management, and for collection management also we have. So these things will be enough to understand the concepts. The rest you have to, you keep looking into the SAP documentation if required. But if you need SAP training documentation, that I can refer someone, they will take money and share it to you. Whatever the training material, means if you go to SAP training, they will give you a book, right? Soft copy.
Right.
That material, if you want, I can refer, a person's name. That they will sell it to you. I don't know how much they take, but they can sell it. Otherwise, if I have to get it, then I have to try that if I can get it.
Okay.
So these are the bill of diet related. So this is how the slides are prepared, and this is how we will go with. We cannot go with using SAP documentation. using an SAP documentation means it's as good as an SAP training.
Right.
Okay. Any other questions?
No, that was all I was having as of now.
All right. Well, in the last class, what you have seen, do you know how to create a business partner in SAP? Abhishek, do you know how to create a business partner in SAP?
Yeah, I have created several times.
Okay, so you don't have to look into the SAP business partner creation specifically. Okay.
Not necessarily.
Okay. The reason is that is the one which I covered in the previous session with Manisha.
Okay.
But I'm not sure.
One more thing. Can we have a recorded session of all these?
This you can ask a service provider. They will give it. They'll give it to you. I'm not sure from either of you. There's a lot of disturbance. If you want, you can go ahead with mute. Then you can unmute it whenever you want to talk. I have no problem at all, but you may feel discomfort. Okay. Okay. Manisha, you have seen that business partner, how to create business partner as such.
Yes.
Okay. Now let us see the next session. Some of the fields of the business partner we will see today, because from particularly credit management perspective, what we are going to see, the roles that we need to create. Then also we will see the credit management role. Initially we create in a general role. Then we will extend that to credit management role. Once we extend the credit management role, there are additional fields that will come up to enter customer or the business partner credit information. We will see those fields. Those are really important. And where we do corresponding config settings also, we can see that once we know those fields. I'm not sure. Business partner, this is little slow last time also. You need to check, Abhishek, what version are they using and what enhancement pack are they using also you need to check. Because SAP comes up with the different documentations as well as the features in each and every enhancement pack. That I can share with you. Whatever SAP comes, SAP gives in each and every enhancement pack. The latest enhancement pack is an EHP 6. EHP means enhancement pack 6. But an enhancement pack 5 for collection, credit and dispute, SAP refers some additional features that I can share with you at the end of the session. I don't know why this is very slow. Which module are you currently working? Abhishek?
Sorry,
which area are you working?
Right now I'm working into revenue recognition and accrual engine. This is a small area of the overall FICO.
I know.
And
so you're using contract accounting?
Yes, we are using contract accounting. That is actually what's happening here is we have implemented IS Media. And
IS Media.
Right, and now we are using the CM module, that is CRM module, to generate contracts, and then finally it moves to our FICO. So my domain is primarily FI area, and that includes revenue recognition, accrual engine. Then we have a different functionality in media sector that is called usage and all those stuff. So those are my domain. We also have FSCM area, but right now I have not been assigned that area, and I thought of picking up that one also because there is a lot of opportunity to move forward. Means I can club FSCM with what I am doing right now. So I have got some time and I can use my time into that. But before venturing that area, I have to be prepared on my own. So that was the challenge. We do have actually the implementation. We are in the realization phase right now. So
yeah, you still have ample. You will have ample time.
Ample time, and moreover, we have proper documentation in FSCM as well. What they have implemented, they also have a standard material that I have come to know. So I can always refer that as well.
It's good.
But
Then
yeah,
that's good.
before entering or before telling my management that I would also like to pick up that one, I would like to feel confident enough to look into what exactly is FSCM, because I've never worked in FSCM area before. I have worked on standard credit functionality, but not FSCM at all. So that's
right. Right. I think that I talked about the difference between standard credit management and FSCM credit management. In the standard credit management, wherever you want to get customer credit related information from external agency, you have to do either file import, or you have to file import, or you have to build an interface between Dun & Bradstreet or Payday or any credit agencies with your SAP system. By having an FSCM, you don't have to, in case if you want to integrate real time with your third-party credit agencies, you can do it with the XA. With the XA or PI, whatever you call it. With the PI integration, you can directly connect to your credit agency's database. That's the first thing. Second thing is credit rule engine. Credit rule engine is another feature of SAP FSCM, where you can define your own formulas. You can set up the formula. Using those formulas, you can derive the credit score to your customers, either for existing customers or for the new customers. Okay, so that credit score engine is another important area which SAP has provided in FSCM. And top of that, you have additional small advantages, like if you would like to have a separate control as well as separate credit department, and would like to have the control of all the customer from the credit aspect, that you can do it easily. And you can maintain multiple credit agencies credit score also here in FSCM. There's a separate screen that comes, and you'll be able to define your own credit risk classes, credit rules, assigning it to the business partner, setting up a relation, and quite several things that you can see in FSCM credit management. Okay. Surprisingly, it is taking a lot of time to open this business partner. It was not the case last time. It opened, but not sure why it took such a long time.
So you're based out of East West, Raghav?
No, I keep traveling, but as of now, I'm in India.
Okay.
I was there in Bay Area for more than 3 years. I was in Connecticut, I was in Seattle, I was in Texas.
Uh-huh.
Able to hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we can hear.
You remember, Manisha, what's the business partner that we created on the other day?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Let me see. Yeah, 604760. So this is a business partner that we created in credit management role. This is a credit management business partner. When we create a business partner using a credit management role, credit profile and credit worthiness field, these two fields will open along with some other additional. But it is a general practice that first we will create a business partner in general role. Then what we do is we extend it to appropriate other roles like credit management role, collection role, dispute. Dispute may not be have a role, collection management, credit management role. If you have in-house cash, you will create in-house cash roles. Like that, you have several roles. So referring to our particular training, we created one business partner 604760 and we extended that to credit management business role where system will bring up these additional tabs. Now let us see the main fields in the business partner credit management role. I'll go in the change mode. What is the transaction to create a BP, business partner? Manisha, question is for you. BP stands for business partner.
Business.
Okay. Yeah. Since Abhishek has already created quite several business partners, that's the reason I'm asking you that question to you. BP stands for business partner. That is the T code that we need to use, BP, right? So here you have person, organization, group. We are taking as a person, and we are taking as a created. This one is a last time we tweeted. Now I am in the change mode. In the change mode, these are the fields that will come up, during master data, the business partner creation. One important thing that what we should understand here, certain fields what we are creating or changing here will reflect in customer master because of the setting that we did. Bidirectional settings like when a customer is created, system will automatically create a business partner. If you create a business partner in FSCM, it will automatically create the master data in SAP. Either create or change whatever it is. It's a bidirectional settings we have. That we have seen. That's called master data synchronization option. Okay. So since these are all integrated, certain information like address overview, and payment transaction and bank information related, these are all the common fields between SAP R3 customer master and business partner master data. So these are all the standard fields like name and address, and where you can maintain multiple communication, multiple address for each customer. And the challenge, perhaps you may be aware of, Sheikh, but for you, Manisha, some of the customers, they will have a different address, but only one customer is created in SAP. It could be the same thing like, you have, if you call the customer, then you have a contact, different contacts within the customer also. That their clerk will be there, their manager will be there, or there will be a separate person sitting at a different location, and it may have different business hours. All these things you can maintain in the master data, business partner master data. Okay, so you can maintain a multiple address. It will come, this type of persons will come when you go for an interview certainly. How you can do it means we can use other communication. Using another communication also you can set up if you want to maintain the fax, email and so on. And maintaining a multiple address is also possible. So this is a multiple address option where you have to do it. The telephone number, extension, if you want to add comments, you can add the comments. So additional numbers also can be managed. Now coming to address overview. This address overview is, if you have multiple address, like a delivery address is different, business address is different, holiday home, and if there are different fields that you would like to have, you can always add that. You just create that. It will tell you where you want to create, what you want to create. Okay? So these things, multiple addresses can be maintained. In fact, this is not really important, but when you go for data conversion, that is converting the data from legacy system to FSCM, these things will come. How can you maintain, where do you maintain means this is, you can say this is where you will maintain. Okay? And if they also see that, whether address and everything come in proper form means if you do print preview, it will tell you how this address will come. If you want to change the parameters also, you can change it. Did you notice this, right? This one. What does this stands for? Extra numbers if you want to maintain, you can maintain it. Just click add, you can maintain the numbers, extra phone numbers if you want. Multiple phone numbers if you want to maintain. Okay? And similarly, if you have a separate address for correspondence, a separate address for delivery, those things also you can maintain if you want to. And we can give the validity data as well. Right now, coming to the credit profile, which is really very important from credit management perspective. You have the rules that you need to specify. You can also give a score that if you want to give manually, you can give it, or alternatively, you can calculate it. How will you calculate, how it will come, I will let you know. Okay, so the rules, credit rules will be there, and I will explain you what actually the credit rule stands for. You will define different rules, depends upon the nature of the customer. As I told you, you will have a different type of customers that you will classify, depends upon the business needs. You have your own intercompany customers. Intercompany means, right? The same group, but at different entities. And you will also have a private customer, that is the external customers. And you classify the customers with the small as well as the major customers. Major customers means who will make a huge purchases from you, and from your business. And small customers means the customers with so and so amount. Then similarly, you have known customers and unknown customers, and new customers, and so on. There are different customers there. Depends upon the classification, you will set up the rule. Example I'll give you, like if you have an intercompany customers, is it really necessary to do a credit check? It is your own group of company, right? You have your subsidiary somewhere. Subsidiary company is nothing but your group of company. But to make supplies to that company, I don't think that you need to do any credit check. At that time, you say that no credit check is required. Okay, so for that you set up a separate rule. Similarly, you have a major customer. Major customer means he always make huge purchases. He always makes huge purchases. And each invoice will run in thousands of dollars. Like it could be 50,000, it could be 70,000 or 100,000 of each invoice. And in each month, you will take at least 6 to 7 invoices. It means at the end of the month, the amount that has to come from the customer to turn even into $1 million. The millions of dollars means that you have to monitor that customer very closely, whether you are getting the payments on time or not, whether the capacity of that customer, like financial capacity, as well as the business that the customer is running is really strong enough to provide a proper credit. And the risk that you define for the customer will be relatively high because the invoices that you are raising for the customer is very huge, and that the number of invoices are more in each month, and the risk will be very high. So you will define certain set of rules for the customer to do a credit check. So that goes in a different type of rule that you set up, which is in a different category. And there are customers who will buy, $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 worth of invoices or material. Then you don't have to. You will set up a credit check, but the rules will be certainly different. They are not stringent. Like that depends upon the customer classification and categorization. You have to define a different rules. And again, last time I said to Manisha, but for you, Abhishek, you have a customers like international customers. International customers means you are nothing but you are doing an export business. When you do an export business, most of the export business they are backed by LCs. LCs means a letter of credit where bank assures that if you supply the material as per the terms and conditions of letter of credit, the payment will be made to you. Then at the time what happens? Bank is giving a guarantee for your proper supply. Then if bank is giving a guarantee, then you don't have to do any credit check for them. The payment, isn't it? So
yeah, it's a kind of
assurance. Then you don't have to do a separate credit check for those customers. You don't have to maintain any credit check rules. Like whenever you maintain a business partner for each customer, at the time of creating the customer customers, your central team who will take the responsibility of creating the master data, they maintain within relevant information. But if it comes to FSCM credit management, the manager of the credit department, he will look into the parameters and assign appropriate rule here. As I said, that is one of the beautiful feature of this FSCM credit management is this portion of access would be given to credit department. Okay. And whereas the address and other fields and the payment transaction, that information can be filled by other people, but this type of information can be filled by only your credit department. Okay. Now coming to the risk class. The class will be again is something where your credit score of the customers will be determined. Is the high default risk, low default risk, medium default risk, no default risk, a very high default risk. So these risk classes we will discuss when we do a config settings. This is rules and risk classes, they are relevant to determine and do a credit check. Now coming to credit check rule, we have a different rules that we will define, whether it is in dynamically done or static would be done. Most of the cases it will be dynamic. Dynamic means at the time of doing sales order as well as order creation, sales order creation and delivery. And this is another important interview questions that happens in case if you are not exposed to standard SAP credit management. That is, at what level the credit check would be done in SAP. It would be done at two places. One is at the time of creating a sales order. The second one is it is at the time of doing a delivery. Delivery of the goods is also sales functionality. Creation of sales order is also SD functionality. Now what we do here is for the customer where the credit check has to be happen, how it has to be happen, we will define that with the help of your SD team. Then we will define the credit check rule in FSCM credit management. Your credit department manager will closely work with the sales team to determine all these things. Now customer grouping, whether it's a corporate or small medium customers or subsidiaries. This is only for information purpose, this customer grouping. Okay. Now coming to this one, like rating. This rating is from your external credit agency, and the second thing is you will set up the rating procedure here. How you want to define. Suppose if it's the Dun and Bradstreet, the data comes from the Dun and Bradstreet, then you will set up these rates here. Once we do this in the configuration, then we'll update this master data, how it happens. Okay, this is all about your credit profile tab. This is called tab. Under this tab, these are the fields that will come. We are still, as of now, only at the business partner level. Unless this business partner is completed, we would not be going to config. The approach is first we will look into the master data fields, then we do configuration, then we will see that how those configuration is impacting your business partner master data. Then we will run the transaction and we will see that all possible scenarios wherever it is system is allowing us. Okay, any questions as of now?
No, nothing from my side.
Okay. Now, coming to the creditworthiness data, in case if any of your customers, in the credit profile within the creditworthiness data I'm talking about, in case if you want to have an additional fields where if you have the customers file affidavit or you have a bankruptcy chapter 14 and chapter 7, which typically customers will file it. If the customer is any foreclosure means if they do any foreclosure of the stock exchange as well as the other things, if you see that what are the dates, relevant dates, this will give a heads up that that customer should not be made any more supplies. Okay, what happens is the customer is making a regular payments to you, but in the market his condition is not really strong enough, and he might have filed in a bankruptcy either under chapter 7 or chapter 14, or he might have filed an affidavit, or he might have declared a foreclosure. If you have that information, it is better to fill these. And second thing is, at the time of doing an credit information from external agencies, that customer may have experience. You may have experience with that customer in the past that he filed bankruptcy in 2 years ago, 3 years ago, but because of the special packages given by the government or by the bank, now they are doing the business okay. But even such type of scenarios, it is better to maintain such type of data in the records, so that you always keep a special eye on them. You always keep a special focus on those customers and ensure that the financial capacity is in good good shape, and you will be able to do the credit check on and often. Okay, so for that reason you will be maintaining this data in case if you have that information. And in case if you would like to maintain any additional text, suppose periodically when you do a credit check, then credit check means credit information check from external credit agency. You would like to have some additional note about the customer. This is the way you maintain. You know this field, right? It will just open the editor. This opens the editor where if you want to enter that this customer has a foreclosure on so and so date, and according to so and so information, and you can see the legal department has given opinion so and so. Whatever you would like to maintain, you maintain the text with the appropriate date, so that whenever they goes to this particular business partner, the manager will have an option to see what is being written against this customer and what are the comments of the different people. Those things can be seen here. Okay. And if you want to maintain, you can also maintain additional info in the credit management. Right, now coming to the identification. This is a general information. What type of customer is it? A customer is an individual. Then you have a marital status, nationality. If you have any external business partner number, external business partner number means what happens is you have an external credit management system. It is not an SAP system. It is running on some other application or some other technology. In case if you would like to have that number to be mentioned here, you can mention that. That is an external business partner number. Okay. If you have a system like multiple systems and the same customer is maintained, you can maintain an ID, identification number, responsible institutions in case if they have anything. The tax numbers, in case of TIN number or in case any VAT number, if you want to maintain, you can maintain here. But one thing I would like to let you know that some of these fields are not relevant for all countries. There are some of them are country specific. But indeed, it's required. You can maintain it. Otherwise, you can leave it. It's not. These are not mandatory field. And in tomorrow's session, I will let you know that where you can maintain all these fields, which you can make mandatory, which you have to make optional. I will show you that in tomorrow's session. Okay. And again, these sessions are not daily, but till this weekend or even Monday, Tuesday, I'll try to take it on daily basis. After that, we'll go on weekly weekly thrice. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
For you. And we will take certainly on Saturday and Sunday. And during the weekdays, we will take at least 2 sessions. So in that you can get 3 to 4 sessions in a week. Will that work for you or not? Be open. I have no problem at all.
Yeah, it will be fine.
Okay. And in case 1 or 2 sessions, I can adjust if you skip it. But if you skip continuously back to back, it would be a problem to each other. So make sure that as far as possible, you be there in all the classes. Now in the control, this is a business partner type. In case if you want to maintain the business partner type, you can maintain it. In case for that category, like any of your employees are also customers and some of your managers are also customers, then business partner, that you can maintain it. So it's not mandatory to have. In case if you have authorization groups that you can maintain here. And remember that in credit management, collection and disputes, authorization groups plays a very, very important role that we need to remember that. Okay, this is not here, but in the business partner will maintain. We will show in collection and disputes how business partner is important. What will drive the business partner. Will directly see them in collection and dispute management. Okay, data origin. In case if you want to specify that for where this particular master data has been derived. If it is the legacy system, you can put it. If it is from purchase address data set, like you can put it. And in most of the cases, it is blank if it is created directly in SAP, FSCM or in SAP. SAP means you create the customer in SAP, it automatically creates a business partner, or you can directly create in the business partner in FSCM. In that case, this field will be blank. If it is a converted data, you can simply take that, this is legacy data. So it is easy that tomorrow if any record failed, and you will determine that why the record field, record updation get failed. Then you say, oh, this is coming from your legacy system. The interface between the legacy and SAP didn't work. Then you will be able to easily check. Otherwise, what happens? Then you will be, trying to do more and more troubleshooting why this is not happening. It is possible that if you are implementing FSCM to replace or to expand the functionality from your existing system, then you will get some of the data through interfaces. So at the time of conversion, you update this field stating that 0003. The moment you see the business partner, you say that, oh, this business partner data is coming from the legacy system, and there is an interface that's running between legacy system and SAP to update these records. Provided if the legacy system got changed, the corresponding data in this FSCM also has to get updated. So it is easy to identify. This is all additional notes for corresponding accounting, marketing and credit management. You will certainly get, in case if you have a credit management module in your credit management module, or at least if you have a multiple departments both at customer level as well as your customer as well as in your own business, if you have a multiple departments, then each department would like to enter their own note about this business partner. Then what we do is select this marketing department and enter the text. Then you will be able to go to the editor and enter the note. This particular field belongs to marketing. This one is your accounts. You can say that we send several remind to the customer, and the customer is not willing to make payment for so and so invoice and so and so part of the amount. Suppose if they want to put it, they can put it. That is an invoice level, but still at master data level, at something if account department would like to know, then they can put it. say that there is a contact person changed and the earlier contact person has informed certain information, and that's the reason that's being noted here. It is not a transactional level information, it's a master data level information, but still if you would like to maintain from accounting perspective, similarly from marketing perspective, from credit management department perspective, this editor and this section is very, very important. Certainly these questions will come when you go for workshop or doing a business blueprint with your client. This type of questions will certainly come. They say that, hey, one of my cashier, she says that some important information needs to be noted on the customer, and that is that customer always keep giving a problem to make payment for this type of invoices, where like it could be tax related invoices, or it could be transportation related invoices, or it could be handling charges. They always make deduction and make payment after deducting it. So it is always advisable to have a special look on these payments. If that information, if your cash player would like to put on this particular master data, then that information is irrespective of the invoices that you can maintain here. Okay, and similarly the correspondence. For sending a correspondence, if you have special instruction that customer would like to put at master data level, then you check it and you enter the credit and do that. That's how it is. Similarly, your credit department. If your credit department would like to put a note, select this and go to the editor. Then it will go and put it appropriate columns. This is the additional advantage that you will get it in FSCM credit management at business partner level. Now let us look into. Go ahead.
You know how you mentioned about the account note. So if the cash department would like to put a note there, the credit analyst will see it and they will use it, or it's going to be for?
It is only for account number. It's account department. It is not the credit. You can set up authorization at that level.
Okay.
Okay, that's the purpose. Okay. Now, how to set up authorization is the job of your basis team. Basis team and the security team will be there, who will be working with you along with the project. You can stick to them. Say that if the so and so user is logging into the system, make sure that these three are not available to them. So only these three are available. This field is not available to them.
Okay.
Okay. So that they'll take care of that part. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So these are the additional fields where we can see the overview, and if you want to switch to other language, these are the other fields that are available. Now coming to the payment transactions. This is in general comes from your master data where customer makes a payment. If you have a logbox functionality, the logbox will determine your bank account. But it is almost, I can say, possible that certain areas like some companies where they have a huge customer base would like to outsource some of the activities to what do you call outsourcing. When they do outsourcing, they can give this information to the outsource team. When they say that the customer call to customer service, they say that, hey, I would like to update my bank information. I'm changing the payment details to my your business. This is from where I am going to deducting my money and crediting to your account. Please update records. Then what you do is you will take the ID, you see the country, you put the bank account. The control key, of course, it will determine automatically. You know that, right? Till 4.6c, IBAN number is not mandatory, but after that, IBAN number will automatically get created. Combination of the bank key, bank account, and country. There are separate OSS tools, but they are not relevant to you. When you put the country, bank key, and bank account number, it will automatically create the IBAN number. Okay? So those things you can maintain it. Similarly, if you have a credit card or debit card information that I'd like to update it, you can update here. Okay. This is a change history. It means which field got changed when, that you can see it here. This is a standard feature. It is not something that is specific to FSCM. And the card details, if you would like to delete any of the card details, select it and click here. The card that will get deleted. We will see this when we go into updating of these fields after configuration. Status. If you want to put any archiving flag, and if you want to block it centrally, not release, you can put it. You know why we do it? I gave a good hint initially, but you can guess it. What is the purpose of this lock? Where else you can lock the customer? Customers can be locked at centrally, at financial, at credit management level. If you have not, I'm not sure whether you have seen this particular. If you are working on SAP, you can certainly see that. I don't know which company code it is there or not. You can block the customer and you can lock the customer at sales up level. That is from SD customer master. FD level you can do it. You can also block it centrally. I just want to see this is one interview question. In general, it comes both in SAP as well as non-SAP. Okay, this is what you can say. It is a customer created in FI level. Okay, now do you see this information? Blocking data, right? Deletion flag. Blocking data means you would like to block the customer all company codes, only selected company codes. Okay, and similarly, you will also have an SD level. In SD level, you can block the customer at the sales organization level. But when we come to the business partner level, central block means the customer can be locked centrally even from credit management perspective. If the credit manager thinks that, no, this guy is not, this customer is not reasonably good and we should stop all further transaction, means they simply lock it. Now, not released means you create the business partner master data, but still some credit information is required to be filled. So till that we don't want to release any goods to the customer, we don't want to do any transaction, then we simply put it as a not released.
So in this case, when the central block is there, it is not going to update the master data FD02 or
no, master data will be done. The block means transaction would not be done.
Oh, okay. This is a transaction level blocking here.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, say for example, if the credit block will actually block all kind of postings even, right, to that customer.
Right. Yes. So yes. That is how the information goes to someone when they're posting the transaction.
Right. So in that case, the block that we have at the sales organization level, that also does the same thing, right?
Yes. But that is sales organization people. But if you do a sales org level, the finance department will be able to post the payments. But
right.
Sales order will not be created.
Right. And in this case, both sales order as well as there would be a credit block when the invoice or any document is
right. That will be central block.
Yeah.
Okay. Now where user list? In case this one is, what happens is you have a relationship between the customers, that is bill to ship to relation customers. Okay. So if you want to see that where this customer is being linked with this, where else this user can be used. This is not now there's a credit worthiness. This will be seen in the credit profile. You see this? You have seen this somewhere here. Yeah, the same thing. The credit worthiness data is also being shown here. The reason is this is a demo system. Somebody might have activated both the things under the same field. That's the reason it is being shown. Otherwise, it is the same thing that what you have seen the credit profile here. Okay. Now, another important thing, very important thing, what we have to see is here is the tab on the top, credit segment data. This credit segment data, unless you give a credit segment, system doesn't know that where this particular information is coming from, for which credit segment it is applicable. Now, what do you mean by credit segment? Do you know credit controlling area?
Yeah.
Yeah, the credit controlling area is nothing but your credit segment. This is happens in FSCM. Okay. Now we have few more fields like limit rules, limit defined, credit exposure percentage, and the credit block in credit management, special attention. These things we will see in tomorrow's class. Okay, credit limit control, payment behavior key figures, KPI payment behavior. These things we need a special discussion, and I will take you this through tomorrow. Any questions so far today we have?
No, nothing for me.
Okay. Anyway, we started a little late for whatsoever reason. Business partner that that really didn't come. That didn't come. It took a couple of minutes, and someone started late. But we will be there tomorrow on time, and I hope the timing is good for both of you.
I don't. I'm fine. How about
Yeah,
you,
that's
Abhishek?
You're also fine,
Yeah,
right?
fun too.
Okay. So 5 10
Because
minutes in
he's
case.
on East Coast, so he's little big,
No, it's in Pacific,
time
I think.
difference.
Are you? Is it California? Pacific. Yeah.
Oh, Pacific,
Let's go.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. We have seen in the past, Manisha, we have seen how the customer master data, business partner, and some of the basic config. Perhaps I may have to repeat for Abhishek in tomorrow's class. So that could be repetition for you, but a good catch up, so that you both will be on the same page going forward.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
we have seen, we have seen some important fields in business partner, particularly relating to credit profile. There are few more fields that we need to see this tomorrow. These are important. That's the reason I want to take little more time, particularly on the credit segment data. Okay. Then once this is done, then we will start looking into configuration. Right. I will send you this PowerPoint. I will also refer this PowerPoint from tomorrow onwards as well, because I just want to start looking into business partner. Once that is done, then we will start going to these slides. Okay. Anything else that you would like to know today? Any challenges or anything that you would like to let me know? And we also see the relationship tomorrow, relationship tab also. Okay. Okay, then you have a good evening. See you tomorrow then. Bye bye.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks, Raghav. Bye.
Yep.